Dear Sharma ji, I understand that each night when you have to turn in your bed and step out just to use the washroom, it's not just a moment of waking up. It's a time when your blood pressure rises slightly, your sleep gets disturbed, and your nervous system, which should be resting, is forced to stay active. When this happens again and again, quietly and gradually, it increases the risk of falling confusion and in some cases even a stroke during sleep, especially after the age of 60. And what worries me the most is this: more than 70% of our respected elders across India from Amritsar to Chennai may be unknowingly making things worse. All because of daily habits that feel so normal: a strong cup of chai after dinner or a warm sip of water just before bed. They seem harmless, but in truth, they're making your bladder work overtime exactly when your body is meant to rest. But please don't worry, Sharma ji. You do not need to take diuretics. You do not need to sleep in an awkward half-sitting position like those long overnight journeys on the Delhi-Mumbai train. And certainly, you should not have to avoid water until your throat feels as dry as the March air in Rajasthan's. What your body truly needs is something much simpler. 5 gentle habits verified by doctors from Cleveland Clinic and Johns Hopkins University. These habits can help you sleep continuously for 6 to 7 hours without being disturbed by your bladder. Please stay with me until the end of this video because habit number 1, if followed correctly, can reduce nighttime awakenings by up to 40% within just 1 week. And if you find this video helpful, I warmly invite you to like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends in the same age group. Also, please don't forget to leave a comment. Even a single word like Shanti is enough to let me know you're here, watching with care, and walking this peaceful journey together. Dear Om Prakash ji, before we explore the 5 habits together, I would like you to understand something very important with me. Why does your body keep waking you up at night to go to the bathroom? Many people believe it's simply because of age or because the kidneys are no longer as strong as before. But in reality, your body is just trying to remove the extra fluid, the kind that silently builds up throughout the day and hasn't been released at the right time. For example, when you drink too much water in the evening or have a salty dinner with rich sabzi, tangy achar or spicy papad, or when your legs retain water after a long day of standing in the kitchen, watering the plants, or sitting for hours on the mat watching the Ramayan serial. By night, the body has no other choice but to call upon the kidneys to handle all the excess. And at that point, even a tiny signal from your bladder can wake you. Once, twice. And before you know it, it's still dark, but you're already tired because your sleep was never deep. But don't worry, Om Prakash ji. The good news is that your body is still trying, quietly healing itself every day. It doesn't need expensive medicines or costly treatments. All it really needs is your cooperation with simple, gentle adjustments, very Indian in their essence. Like the way we slowly brew a cup of masala chai at the right time with the right rhythm and the right warmth. These 5 habits will not only help you sleep peacefully through the night, but they will also help reset the natural rhythms that once worked so well in your younger years, from your nervous system to your bladder. Everything is simply waiting for your signal to return to balance. Are you ready? Because we are about to begin with habit number 5, something many people from Rishikesh to Kerala often misunderstand. And because of that, they spend night after night tossing and turning. not realizing what the real reason is. Dear Anil Ji, there is a common misunderstanding that many seniors across India still believe that nighttime urination happens simply because they drink too much water. But the truth is, it's not how much you drink that causes you to wake up at night. It's when you drink. Just imagine an ordinary evening at home. You finished your dinner, sabzi roti, and maybe a little spicy achar. Then, as part of your routine, you sip on a warm glass of water or a cup of milk with haldi to help you sleep better. It feels gentle and comforting, doesn't it? But if that water is consumed after 6 p.m., your body won't have enough time to process it. When you lie down, the water that has been silently pooling in your legs throughout the day after a visit to the market, sometime knitting or standing in the kitchen, begins to flow back into your bloodstream. And just an hour or two into sleep, the urge to urinate wakes you up. Urology experts from the US have clearly explained that seniors should aim to drink most of their water before 5 p.m. After 6 p.m., the intake should slow down. And by around 8 or 9 p.m., it's best to stop altogether. This rhythm is not new. In fact, elders in Gujarat and Kerala used to follow similar habits, drinking their water before Sandhya prayers, so the night remained peaceful and undisturbed. A study from Johns Hopkins University showed that simply adjusting the timing of your water without drinking any less helped people over 60 reduce nighttime bathroom visits by up to 40% within just 1 week. Isn't that a small, gentle change with a powerful result? This habit is especially helpful for those who enjoy a cup of black tea after dinner, a Mosambi juice, or warm milk with elaichi. If you're wondering where to begin, start with this: observe the timing of your last drink of the day. Because sometimes just one innocent sip at the wrong time is all it takes to disturb a peaceful night's sleep. And you know, water is just one piece of the puzzle. There are other everyday habits as harmless as a small piece of barfi, a bit of chocolate, or a comforting evening chai that could be silently waking up your bladder without you even realizing it. We'll explore those very soon. But for now, if you can simply shift when you drink your water, your sleep may already begin to return softly and gently. Habit number 4. Avoiding familiar foods that secretly bother the bladder at night. Dear Premchandji, there's something I've noticed in many elders across our country, from Punjab to Tamil Nadu. A lovely, very Indian habit after dinner, making a strong cup of chai, sometimes with a touch of elaichi or adrak for aroma. Some enjoy a small piece of barfi, others sip on sweet chilled orange juice freshly squeezed from the garden. But did you know these innocent evening treats may actually be the silent reason your bladder wakes up in the middle of the night and takes you along with it? According to experts at Cleveland Clinic, certain foods and drinks, especially when taken in the evening, irritate the inner lining of the bladder. This causes it to contract more often and send early signals of needing to urinate even when it's not yet full. The list may sound familiar. Western-style brewed coffee, strong chai, especially masala tea, fizzy sodas, alcohol, chocolates, heavily spiced foods like hot curries, acidic fruits like santre oranges, nimbu lemons, and even tomatoes found in your rasam or sabzi. But it doesn't stop there. These items also interfere with a very important hormone called ADH, the antidiuretic hormone. Normally, at night, ADH helps your body hold urine so you're not disturbed while sleeping. But when this hormone is disrupted, the kidneys keep producing urine even while you sleep soundly. A 2011 study published in a respected urology journal revealed that when elders above 60 stopped consuming these irritants for just 2 weeks, their nighttime urination dropped significantly. People who were waking up 3 times a night reduced it to just once or twice at most. One of the clearest culprits is caffeine. It doesn't just make you urinate more, it also disturbs your deep sleep cycle. That's why after going to the restroom, it becomes harder to fall back asleep. Mayo Clinic experts suggest limiting caffeine after 2 p.m., including black tea, coffee, and even sweets with chocolate. And as for alcohol, even a small glass with dinner can lead your body to release more urine. It suppresses ADH, forcing your kidneys to work night shifts, leaving you slightly dehydrated and groggy by morning. Another often overlooked factor is smoking. A large-scale study of over 3,000 senior citizens showed that smokers had 1.7 times higher risk of nocturia due to uncontrolled bladder spasms. So if you still enjoy your tea after 7 p.m. desserts with citrus flavors or a bit of sweet before bed, may I gently invite you to make a small change. Try switching to caffeine-free chamomile tea, a light bowl of dal soup, or a slice of steamed Seb apple or Nashpati pear, easy on digestion, low in acid, and gentle on the bladder. Within just 7 to 10 days, you may begin to feel a true difference in your sleep. And that night, perhaps for the first time in many months, you might sleep soundly until nearly sunrise, undisturbed by your bladder's call. But the story doesn't end here. Even if you manage your drinks and avoid bladder irritants, there's still one hidden factor that few notice: your legs, where fluids quietly collect all day and flow back to the bladder just as you lie down. In the next part, I'll show you how to gently manage that fluid so you can truly enjoy uninterrupted rest. Habit number 3: easing the legs, so the bladder doesn't wake you up at night. Dear Vijay Ji, there is something I believe many elders like you have quietly experienced: being woken from a peaceful sleep by the urge to urinate even though you were careful with your water intake all day. But sometimes the hidden reason may not be your water. It might be your legs. Throughout the day, if you've spent time standing in the kitchen preparing sabzi, or sitting on the floor folding clothes, or even trimming the tulsi plant on your veranda, without much gentle movement, fluids begin to settle quietly in your lower legs and feet. You might not notice any swelling, but water has already taken shelter there. Then, the moment you lie down, your body begins to reabsorb that fluid and sends it to the kidneys. And what happens next? The bladder is called into duty just when it should be resting. As you know, the result is predictable: waking up slowly, making your way to the bathroom, and then struggling to return to sleep. According to Dr. Hani Na, a respected senior urologist in the US, just a little bit of regular movement during the day can change everything. It improves blood flow, helps the lymphatic system clear out excess fluids, and most importantly, reduces the chances that you'll be disturbed at night. A 2020 study revealed that even a simple 30-minute walk each day, whether it's around your house, within your colony, near the temple courtyard, or in a narrow Jaipur lane, helped seniors reduce nighttime urination by over 25% in just 3 weeks. You don't need to do intense yoga or jog like the youngsters. Simple things are enough: walking slowly while listening to morning bhajans, gently stretching your calves while waiting for the dal to boil, or even lying in bed with a soft pillow under your calves while enjoying the evening radio. The best time to do these light movements is in the late afternoon or early evening, ideally before 8 p.m. That's when the body hasn't fully entered rest mode yet. Avoid heavy exercises at night like fast cycling, deep squats, or intense leg workouts. They might confuse your body's natural signals for urination. Just 15 to 30 minutes each day, done gently like a peaceful walk through your veranda or while chatting and waving arms with your grandchild. That's more than enough to ease your legs and give your bladder the rest it truly deserves. And when your legs are light, your whole body will feel at peace. That night, perhaps for the first time in a long while, you might wake up not because of your bladder, but because of the sweet call of morning birds outside your window. Habit number 2. The silent muscles that help you sleep peacefully without midnight leaks. De Mera Ji. There is a group of muscles in our body that we cannot see with the naked eye, and most doctors won't even mention them during a routine checkup. Yet this very group plays a role even more important than a sleeping pill, because it quietly stands guard over your bladder each night. I'm speaking about the pelvic floor muscles, a set of deep muscles that support your bladder, urethra, and even your rectum. When you were younger, these muscles were strong and dependable, like the calm young men who sit in deep meditation at Hanuman Mandir. But after the age of 60, these muscles begin to weaken, not suddenly, but gradually and steadily. And with that, your body starts losing its grip over bladder control, especially during the night. Have you ever noticed that simply turning to your right side in sleep or shifting position slightly causes urine to leak? That uncomfortable feeling of pressure in your belly or sudden dampness. It's not because you ate something salty or drank too much water. It's your pelvic muscles whispering that they're tired and need support. The good news is they can be trained again. Just like relighting the flame on a forgotten chulha stove, you can revive their strength. According to Mayo Clinic Kegel exercises in India, we often describe them as gently tightening the urine-holding muscles are a simple and effective way to do this. Imagine you are trying to stop the flow of urine midstream. Gently squeeze those muscles. Hold for 10 seconds. Then relax for 10 seconds. Do it 10 times. Repeat this 3 times a day, once while your morning chai is boiling, once while resting after lunch, and once more before bed. You don't need a yoga mat, and no one even needs to know. You might be doing it quietly, and your family would just think you're reflecting on yesterday's curtain. What matters most is using the right muscles. Don't tighten your belly, don't clench your thighs, and don't hold your breath. If done correctly, you'll feel as though you're gently holding back the urine, calmly, not forcefully. Within just 2 to 3 weeks, you may begin to notice that the false alarms in the night reduce. No more sudden jolts awake because of leakage while turning in sleep. But more than that, you'll feel like you're regaining control over your own body. Sometimes it's not age that weakens us, it's simply that we forget our body still holds power, that it can recover and strengthen if we listen and care for it the right way. So Mera Ji, tonight, before you go to bed, try sitting quietly for a moment. Take a deep breath and gently try that small pelvic squeeze. You don't need to tell anyone. Just let your body feel it. Let it remember that it still holds quiet strength and that you still deserve a good night's sleep just like the old days. Habit number 1, taking medicines at the right time and raising your legs in the evening so your body releases at the right hour. Not at midnight, dear Shankarji. Sometimes the solution does not lie in drinking less water or taking more medicines. It can be something much simpler, a small adjustment in timing. And this single habit may be the quiet key that allows you to sleep through the night without waking up again and again to visit the bathroom. I still remember once hearing Rajiv Ji, your companion from the Mandir prayers, sharing that he had to get up 2 or 3 times every night to urinate. Each time it disturbed his rest. By morning, he felt completely drained and didn't even feel like stepping out of the house. He was taking diuretics like furosemide or spironolactone for his high blood pressure, but he usually took them after his evening masala chai. His doctor gently advised Rajiv Ji, start taking that medicine before lunch. That way, your body has time to release excess water during the daytime. And what happened next was quite remarkable. Just within 4 or 5 days, he was sleeping peacefully straight until morning. In fact, according to a study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society, simply adjusting the timing of diuretic medicines to before 200 p.m. helped older adults reduce nighttime urination from more than 2 times per night to less than 1. The medicine worked just as effectively, but now the body could rest at the proper time. But Shankarji, it's not just the medicine. Your legs too silently store water throughout the day, especially after a long trip to the market or hours spent standing in the kitchen preparing for Lakshmi Puja or sitting during satsang. Gravity pulls the fluid down into the lower legs. And the moment you lie down at night, that fluid gets reabsorbed and sent back to your kidneys, starting a whole new shift of bladder activity at midnight. The remedy, it's as gentle as it is effective. Between 4 Zoran and 6 p.m., lie down for 15 to 30 minutes, resting your legs on a soft pillow, or lean back in your familiar cane chair and prop your feet up against the wall. Let your mind relax perhaps with a soothing bhajan playing in the background while your legs quietly release the burden they've carried all day. And if your legs tend to swell, often do consider asking your doctor about using medical compression socks during the day. It's a widely used solution in hospitals across Mumbai and Delhi to improve circulation and reduce swelling in the elderly. Many people think the only answer to nighttime urination is cutting back on water, holding it in, or even taking sleeping pills. But sometimes it only takes a well-timed tablet and well-rested legs to ease the body's load at night. So tonight, I invite you to begin with just one small step. Perhaps it's changing the time you take your medicine. Or maybe it's sitting on your veranda and lifting your feet onto your favorite bench. Each little step, though, simple, gently guides your body back to rhythm, so sleep may return like the cool breeze of morning sweeping through the temple courtyard, peaceful, soft, and holy Indian. Dear Mohanji, sleep is not a luxury. It is a gift, one that your body rightfully deserves after all the years spent caring for family, enduring illness, and silently pushing through countless sleepless nights without complaint. Today, you and I have journeyed together through 5 seemingly simple habits. But when done at the right time and in the right manner, these habits can help you sleep peacefully for 6 to 7 hours without waking in the middle of the night because of an overactive bladder. Let me gently remind you of them once more. Please avoid drinking water after 6 p.m. and try to stay away from strong tea, orange juice, coffee, or alcohol during the evening. In the late afternoon, raise your legs slightly or walk slowly around the house to reduce water retention. Don't forget to gently strengthen your pelvic muscles to help control your urinary flow. And if you are taking diuretic medicines, shift to taking them before 2 p.m. That is all. Just these small steps, but the result is a deep night's sleep, a fresh and calm morning, and a new day that begins without the sigh of exhaustion. Now, Mohan ji, I would love to hear from you. Tonight, which habit will you begin with? Please leave a comment below and share the first step you choose, or simply write the number 1 if you found this content helpful. If you feel this video has value, do consider subscribing to the channel, turning on the notification bell, and sharing it with a friend or loved one who may benefit. Because sometimes a small action from you might be the reason someone else finally sleeps peacefully after many long months. Your body is not working against you. It is simply waiting for your gentle support, patiently, quietly. And when you offer it, that care, sleep will return to you naturally, like a long-awaited gift you are always meant to receive. Wishing you a truly peaceful night. And tomorrow morning, I hope you wake up with a smile, because last night you finally slept through without waking even once.